Hello and welcome to Craftiosity, with monthly craft kits straight to your door. This month you will enjoy some festive macrame magic, a creative adventure where you'll craft beautiful, personalized Christmas decorations to cherish for years to come. With this kit, you'll create 3 macrame Christmas trees in festive green, red, and natural tones, and 2 natural macrame stars. Whether you hang them on your tree or gift them to someone special, these delicate decorations are sure to spread holiday cheer. Inside your box you will find your berry red and sage green food colour, some festive gold ribbon, 2 wooden macrame rings, a wooden lollipop stick, 5 gold bells, natural cotton macrame cord, and latex-free gloves. You will also need a pair of scissors, a tape measure or ruler, and a bowl or container. Now, let's get started. Cut 6 pieces of cord, each 1 meter long. Cut 1 piece of cord that is 50 centimeters long. Put on your disposable gloves. Fill a bowl or container with approximately 500 milliliters of warm water. Use the wooden tongue depressor to add a dollop of green food dye to the water, then stir well. Submerge the cord pieces in the green water, ensuring they're fully covered. Leave for 1 hour, then remove the cord and squeeze out the excess water. Let the cord dry completely before using it for knotting. Repeat the previous steps, cutting 6 new 1 meter pieces and 1 50 centimeter piece. This time, dye the cord using red food dye. Cut a 40 centimeter piece of gold ribbon and fold it in half. Take one of your 1 meter lengths of green cord and fold in half, and place the folded part of the cord on top and then under the middle of the piece of ribbon, creating a loop. Pull the cut ends of the cord through the loop to attach to the ribbon. Repeat with a second cord. Tie a knot with the 2 sides of ribbon that sits above the knotted lengths of cord. Add a bell to one side of the ribbon. Tie a bow with the ribbon, positioning the bell in the center of the bow. Knot the cut ends of the ribbon together, as close to the ends as possible, creating a hanging loop. Important. Let's number the cords from left to right. Take cord 3 and place diagonally on top of cord 1 and 2. This is your filler cord. Bring cord 2 up and on top of the filler cord, then around and under, creating a loop. This is a clove hitch knot. Using cord 2, bring it up on top of the filler cord again, around and under it, to create a second loop. Repeat the above steps to tie 2 clove hitch knots around the filler cord, this time using cord 1 to knot with. Make sure the loops of the clove hitch knots sit neatly next to one another so the filler cord is not visible in between them. Take the 3rd cord from the left, this will be the filler cord, and place diagonally on top of cord number 4. Use cord 4 to tie 2 clove hitch knots around the filler cord. You should now have an inverted V-shaped row of clove hitch knots. Now tie a second row of clove hitch knots that will sit under the first row. Use cord 3 as the filler cord and tie 2 clove hitch knots with cord 2, then 2 more with cord 1. Add a new folded cord around the filler cord using a lark's head knot. Fold a new length of cord in half and bring the folded end under and over the filler cord. Pull the tail ends of the cord through the loop and tighten. Tie a single clove hitch knot with either side of the new cord, then slide so it sits next to the other knots. Repeat this process but on the right-hand side. Use cord 3 as the filler cord and tie 2 clove hitch knots with cord 4. Then add a new folded cord around the filler cord using a lark's head knot. Tie a single clove hitch knot with either side of the new cord, then slide so it sits next to the other knots. Create a 3rd diagonal row of clove hitch knots in the same way. Use cord 5 as the filler cord on the left and tie clove hitch knots with the 4 cords to the left. Then use cord 5 as the filler cord and tie clove hitch knots with the 3 cords to the right. You will not add any extra cords on this row. Create a 4th diagonal row of clove hitch knots. Use cord 5 as the filler cord on the left and tie clove hitch knots with the 4 cords to the left. Attach a new length of cord to the filler cord using a lark's head knot. Tie a single clove hitch knot using the left side of the cord you just attached. Using cord 5 as the filler cord, tie clove hitch knots with the 3 cords to the right. Attach a new length of cord to the filler cord using a lark's head knot. Tie a single clove hitch knot using the right side of the cord you just attached. Create a 5th and final diagonal row of clove hitch knots. Use cord 7 as the filler cord on the left and tie clove hitch knots with the 6 cords to the left. Then use cord 7 as the filler cord and tie clove hitch knots with the 5 cords to the right. You will not add any extra cords on this row. Bring the first cord across the other cords horizontally. This is the filler cord. Tie 2 clove hitch knots using cord 2. Bring cord 2 along next to the filler cord so you have 2 filler cords. Use cord 3 to tie 2 clove hitch knots around the 2 filler cords. Then bring cord 3 alongside the other filler cords. Now repeat this process, but from the other side of the decoration, using cord 12 as the filler cord. Tie 2 clove hitch knots using cord 11. Then bring cord 2 along next to the filler cord, so you have 2 filler cords. Use cord 10 to tie 2 clove hitch knots around the 2 filler cords. Then bring cord 3 alongside the other filler cords. Gather all of your cords together in the center of the decoration and turn the decoration over. Take your 50 centimeter length of cord and place on top of the gathered cords, forming a short U-shape with one long tail of cord. Use the long tail to wrap tightly around the gathered cord in a spiraling motion. Once you've wrapped the tail of cord around, take the remaining end of the cord and place it through the loop of the U-shape. Pull the other end of the cord to close the loop and pull the tail up and under the gathering knot. Trim the ends of your cord to the desired length and your decoration is complete. Follow the above steps to knot another tree decoration using the cord you previously dyed red. Cut 5 cords that are each 50 centimeters in length. Attach the cords to one of the wooden rings using a lark's head knot. Fold each cord in half. Place the folded part on top of the ring and bring it over and under the ring to create a loop. Pull the ends of the cord through the loop and tighten. Repeat with each piece of cord. Take the 4 cords on the left. Place the left cord on top of the middle 2 cords to form an L shape. Place the right cord on top vertically. Bring the bottom of the right cord behind the other cords and out through the gap on the left. Pull the left and right cords apart and upwards to tighten the knot. Next, place the right cord on top of the middle 2 cords to form a back-to-front L shape. Place the left cord on top vertically. Bring the bottom of the left cord behind the other cords and out through the gap on the right. Tighten the knot again and your first square knot is complete. Use the next 4 cords to tie a second square knot next to the first one, following the same steps. Bring all 8 cords together. Move to the side the 2 leftmost cords and the 2 rightmost cords. Using the middle 4 cords, tie a third square knot that sits above and between the first 2 square knots. The first point of your star is complete. Skip over the remaining 2 pieces of cord. Leave these cords unknotted. Attach 5 more cords with lark's head knots, again working to the right of the existing cords. Follow the above steps to tie 3 square knots and create the second point of your star. Repeat this process of attaching cords and tying square knots to create a further 3 points to your star. Make sure each point has 2 unknotted lengths of cord between them. Take one of the unknotted pieces of cord. This will be your filler cord. Lay it alongside the edge of the point it is closest to. It should be positioned diagonally on top of the 4 cords used to tie the square knots. Use each of the cords from the square knots to tie 2 clove hitch knots around the filler cord. Bring each cord up and over on top of the filler cord, then around and under it, creating a loop around. This is a clove hitch knot. Using the same cord, bring it up on top of the filler cord again, then around and under it to create a second loop. Repeat on either side of the point of the star. At the tip of the point, cross the filler cords over and use one filler cord to tie 2 clove hitch knots around the other. This will create a neat point. Repeat this process around each point of the star, using each of the unknotted cords. Trim the ends of your cords so they are around 1 centimeter in length. Untwist the cord to create a fringe around each of the points of your star. Cut a 40 centimeter length of the gold ribbon to create a hanging loop for your decoration. Thread through a loop of cord on the back of one of the star's points. Thread a bell onto one side of the ribbon. Tie a bow at the ends of the ribbon so you create a hanging loop underneath. Repeat this process using your other wooden ring to make a second star decoration if you wish. The hands-on time for this kit is around 3 to 4 hours to complete, plus time for your dyed cord to dry. You can create this over multiple crafting sessions. We love to see what you make. Share your Craftiosity make with us. Use #Craftiosity on social, and you could win a little extra in your next kit. Thank you for crafting with us. Good luck!